same order we did last time. So on we just said how you thought. Really? So look at all just like. Number 18, medallion.
That was the longest 20 seconds.
So I just graduated now, you don't have to do that.
A very funny film. You go into it.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the Great Hall at Exeter University. Please, can we ask you to take your seats as the congregation is about to commence. Would you now please welcome to the stage the Exeter University Chapel Choir.
Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, Figaro, Magnifico.
Just a poor boy, don't dovey.
He's just a poor boy from a poor family, sparing his life from this monstrosity.
Easy come, will you let me go?
Bismillah.
No, we will not let you go, let it go.
Bismillah.
We will not let you go, let it go.
Bismillah.
We will not let you go, let me go. We'll not let you go, let me go. Never, never, never let me go. No, 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 no.
Mamma mia, mamma mia.
Mamma mia, let me go. Raise him up as the devil put his side for me, for me, for me. So you think you can stop me and spit in my eye? So you think you can love me and leave me to die? Oh, baby, can't do this to me, baby. Just gotta get out
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this morning's graduation ceremony. We look forward to celebrating everyone's success with you today. Family and friends should remain seated throughout the ceremony once it's begun. We ask that no flash photography takes place as it may be distracting to those on stage. Mobile telephones should be switched off for the duration of the ceremony. Graduands, your moment with the Chancellor will be recorded by the official photographer. No selfies, please. With graduands from over 130 countries, we consider ourselves as one family here at the University of Exeter, and we openly encourage applause for every one of them here today. In the event of a fire, the alarm will sound and an announcement will be made. Please leave the building by the nearest exit, following the directions of the marshals. At the end of the ceremony, the Chancellor and dignitaries will process out of the Great Hall. The new graduates, led by the marshals, will follow. They'll congregate outside on the Great Hall piazza for a group photography session, and once all graduates have left the hall, family and friends may then join them outside. After the ceremony, all graduates and guests are invited to join the college receptions, which are being held in the Forum Street. When the music starts, the congregation is asked to rise for the entry of the processions.
Do sit down, everyone. Good morning and welcome to this wonderful day of celebration. I formally declare the degree congregation open. Lord Mayor, distinguished guests, graduands, family, friends, it's a very warm welcome to everyone, especially those who've travelled long distances to be here. As Vice-Chancellor of the University, it really is a great privilege for me to be sharing this day with you. Now, the fanfare that you've just heard is a piece that was specially commissioned for the University by our partners at the Bournemouth Symphony Orchestra. So can I start by asking you to join me in thanking our musicians? Graduation is an incredibly important event, one of those very rare events in your life, one I hope you'll never forget. And you've all worked incredibly hard to get to this stage in your life. There are, of course, very few moments in our lives when we get the opportunity publicly to celebrate our achievements with the people that have supported us, with our families and friends. So whatever else you do today, please make sure, those of you graduating, that you enjoy it. And for those in the audience, please don't feel constrained by a British sense of it's not good to cheer and it's not good to applaud. This is about celebrating what people have struggled to do, and I hope you'll join in supporting them and applauding them throughout the ceremony. Do not hold back. Well, a little bit. It's also a chance for us in the university to celebrate and reflect on our history and to reflect on the values we hold, the values that connect us not just today, but through the past and forever into the future. And through the contribution you've made during your time here, we hope that you've imbued some of those values, but also contributed to developing them. The University of Exeter has thrived over the last 6 decades to become one of the very best universities in the world, and each and every one of you graduating today has played a part in this story, so please do feel proud today. And now for many of you, this is the beginning of the next phase of your lives. We are going to watch with pride as you grow into the academic and professional leaders of the future. You've got a good start and you're well on the way. And we hope that the values of this university will act as guiding principles as you progress through your careers. We all know that you will strive to reach the highest standards possible, both professionally and as good citizens. So, graduates, we're really proud of you. I really hope you'll look back on your time at the University of Exeter as some of the happiest and most fulfilling times in your life. So please do enjoy the ceremony. I look forward to meeting you here on the stage and conferring your degree on you. I now call on the University Provost, Professor Janice Kay, to address the congregation.
Thank you, Vice-Chancellor. Welcome, everyone, and a special welcome to our graduands. Today is about celebrating all that you've achieved during your time at this distinguished university. It's not only a rite of passage for you, but also an important occasion for your families and loved ones. Because although the focus of the ceremony is you, our graduands, we're also here to celebrate all those who have encouraged and supported you. And we appreciate that some in the audience have made great sacrifices to support you during your studies. And so let's thank family and friends for everything that they've done. Graduation is about celebrating each graduande's contribution to Exeter's academic community. You should be very proud, as we are proud of you. For some of you, today is the beginning of a new relationship with your university, as you graduate and join our active worldwide community of more than 120,000 alumni across 183 countries. Our alumni are here to help you as you progress in your career, so please make use of their expertise and networks. They want to help and would be really glad to hear from you. Over 1,000 alumni volunteered more than 11,000 hours last year to support Exeter students. and please think about how you can help others in return. For those of you returning for postgraduate degrees, we look forward to welcoming you back in the autumn. There is no doubt that Exeter graduates go on to do incredible things, and so will you. Our graduates pursue careers all over the world, and an Exeter degree is your passport to success in whatever walk of life you choose. And while there is far more to life than money, the good news is that Exeter students are among the highest earning in the UK in the 10 years after graduation, according to government figures. And average earnings across the sector for our graduates are ranked within the best universities nationwide. Our graduates make a positive impact on the world around them, professionally and within wider society. Your future is bright. I hope that your time and achievements here will be something that will stay with you throughout your life, and that your connection with us is lifelong. We will work hard to make sure your university remains successful and that we continue to make you proud of us. Exeter is a forever institution because great universities will be here when the current pressures and challenges are long gone. We are an anchor for the wonderful Southwest and a beacon of education and research for the nation and the world. The university owes its origins to a group of people who raised funds to create a place of learning in Devon and Cornwall, whose aim was to provide for their young people, and I quote, as good a chance in life as children elsewhere in England. We never forget that aim. We want students from all backgrounds, nationalities and ages to have the opportunity to study and succeed with us, and through whatever route. Doctoral, master's and undergraduate degrees are the norm here, and we are leading the way in the provision of degree apprenticeships, working in collaboration with employers to offer higher education to a wider range of people and developing skills in the local community. Exeter Research and Scholarship transforms lives and societies around the world, and the university has helped Exeter to be one of the fastest growing cities in the UK. The city has enjoyed growth in economic prosperity in recent years, well above the national average. I'm very proud of the contribution that we make to our region, economically, through our research, arts and culture, sponsoring and supporting local schools, and our volunteering programmes. And you, our students, play a major role in making our city and our region a better, more prosperous place to live through your volunteering activities and the social and cultural diversity that you bring. Over the past year, we've made a global impact through our research, including in global health, dementia, diabetes, climate change, and conflicts and terrorism, issues that have worldwide importance. We have been named in the top 10 of UK universities in the Guardian University League Table and in the top 12 in the other two major UK league tables. We have reinforced our position as one of the leading research universities worldwide, ranked 24th in the world and 6th in Europe in the 2019 Leiden ranking. We're also leading the way in tackling climate change, and earlier this year we declared an environment and climate emergency. We believe that this is an important step, and we want to make meaningful changes. We have one of the biggest and best teams in the world working on climate change and the environment. And of the 16 most highly cited individuals in the world working in climate change, 4 work at the University of Exeter. Today, we are graduating students from our College of Social Sciences and International Studies. Research in the college is shaping and challenging how we think about the world. It is connecting expertise in social, cultural, regulatory and governance issues to find ways of identifying local and global challenges and implement solutions. Our students are a central part of this work and endeavour. The Graduate School of Education is Ofsted Outstanding and one of the country's leading centres for initial teacher training and education. It has been selected by Ofsted to assist in the development of the new Ofsted framework, and the school is now actively collaborating with the Department for Education on a funded project focusing on teachers working in socio-economically challenging areas. And in politics, the commitment of the Department to Educational Excellence was recognised in this year's Guild Teaching Awards, which celebrate excellent and inspiring teaching, supervision and student support. Politics colleagues won in both the Best Teacher academic category and Best Supervisor. Across the university, we strive to put our students at the heart of everything. Education is created in partnership with them. We're also very proud of our relationship with the Students' Guild and with the Athletic Union, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank them for providing all students with wonderful support, social and sporting opportunities, and an all-round fantastic university experience. Thank you. When Exeter was founded in 1955, we welcomed 454 students onto the first year of their degrees. Later this year, nearly 6,000 new undergraduate students will be starting courses with us. Today, Exeter is a destination of choice for many of the world's brightest young people. More than 2/3 of our applications last year were from students with A-level predicted grades of AAA or higher. And I have to admit that many of us on the stage today may not have got the grades required to get a place at Exeter today. But while much has changed over the decades, Exeter's reputation as a creator of graduates of distinction and world-class education and research has remained the same. Graduates like you transform the world for all of us, and I know that you will make us as proud of you tomorrow as we are today. So my final message is simply this: well done. Thank you for choosing Exeter. Please never underestimate the transformative power of education. I passionately believe that education opens doors to a more successful and fulfilling life, as I truly hope it will for all of you. Please stay in touch, because together we make this university one of the best in the world. To repeat, we are a forever institution, firmly and proudly located in our region, and you are part of our community forever. Most of all, enjoy the day, your day, because you've earned it. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone, and may I echo the Vice-Chancellor and Provost's warm welcome to you. My name is Wendy Robinson, and I am the Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Executive Dean in the College of Social Sciences and International Studies, and I will be acting as Master of Ceremonies for this afternoon's ceremony. Your college, the College of Social Sciences and International Studies, has had another strong and successful year, not least because of all your successes that we're celebrating today. We're very proud of your achievements, and every individual here has their own personal story of the journey which has brought you to this important point in your career. Today is indeed your day. In the Graduate School of Education and the Department of Politics, we're very proud of our students, not just your academic success, but also the many and various ways in which you have contributed to our academic community and through your volunteering work to our local community. Moreover, we've had another year where our social science research is shaping and making a difference to how we understand and think about our world. Your degree education at Exeter has been shaped by research like this and means you've had the chance to engage with the most advanced ideas in your discipline and with the researchers who have produced them. As education and politics graduates, you have benefited from being part of a truly international community, and we know that many of you are returning to your home countries ready to share your learning with others. Today is the end of one journey, but the really exciting one is just about to begin. You, as a new generation of educational and political thinkers, will be the researchers, teachers, policymakers, and professionals of the future. You will be the movers and shakers who can make a real difference in a world that really is crying out for change. We hope that we've inspired you to realise what is possible, and we look forward to being inspired by what we know you will achieve in the future. I now call upon Professor Alexandra Allen to present the first cohort of candidates for awards.
Chancellor, by the authority of Senate, I present to you the following who have been deemed worthy to receive degrees of the university. In the College of Social Sciences and International Studies, for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Education, Yunus Al-Shabibi. Hadija Abdullah Ahmed Alamudi. Awa Mosfa Al-Hati. Hind Rashid Al-Kernas. Naif Atik Salif Al-Sufan Yani. Sarah Elizabeth Cole. Mark Leroy Fullwood. Laura Christine O'Brien. Lelania Ann Speranza. For the degree of Doctor of Education, Omar Al-Saif. Hamad Ibrahim Al-Sheikhi. Tagreed Ibrahim Masri. Lindsay McCare. Hussam Rajab. Sharon Witt. For the degree of Doctor of Educational Psychology, Ruth Arnell. For the degree of Master of Arts in Education, Special Educational Needs, Gavrila Kindris. In Education, Technology, Creativity and Thinking, Rakaya Ibrahim Al-Sheikhi. For the degree of Master of Science in Educational Research, Doha Mohammed Abu Al-Sawad. Riyad Gemel. Annalisa Pacer. For the degree of Postgraduate Certificate in Education in Chemistry, Secondary School Direct, Gabriela Goncalves.
I now call upon the public orator, Professor Tim Quine, to present the honorary graduand.
Moira Marder. Through her leadership, commitment and passion for teaching, Moira Marder has had a transformative impact on education in the city of Exeter to the benefit of thousands of children. Under Moira's leadership as Chief Executive, the Ted Ragg Multi-Academy Trust brings together 6 schools across Exeter to work collaboratively to improve the quality of education and life chances for all. Since its establishment in 2013, the Trust, named after one of our most influential professors of education, has worked extremely closely with the university, Exeter College, Exeter City Football Club, and businesses such as Sparks, who develop software to revolutionise maths education in schools. The partnership with the university was important from the start and led from the very top, as Moira told me that it was the Vice-Chancellor who set her the challenge of making the state schools of the South West ones that we could be proud of, a far cry from their condition at the time. As I'll describe later, Moira has seized that challenge. But first, a little about Moira. Going to school in East London in the 1980s, her experience was a challenging one. If anything, she would reflect now that as a pupil, she was able to observe how not to teach. There were, of course, exceptions, and her history teacher, Mr. Philpotts, inspired Moira to study hard, to aspire to achieve more, and ultimately to go on to teach. Moira read history and politics at the University of Leicester, and after completing her degree and her PGCE, she began her teaching career close to home in East London. Again, this was a tough school environment, in which she quickly learnt the importance of building relationships and trust in the classroom. She also remembers fondly teaching a young Mo Farah and his wife, or his future wife, Tanya, who on at least one occasion helped get the class's attention by shouting, "Shut, expletive up, I like Mrs. Marder." After 14 years in London, Moira joined St James's School in Exeter as deputy head teacher, becoming head teacher 4 years later. At the time, St James's was one of the lowest performing schools in the country, with only 10% of students achieving 5 A to C grade GCSEs, including maths and English. Moira's experience in London equipped her for the challenge and inspired her to believe in the potential both of the students and for improvement in the school. Under her leadership, St James's became one of the best performing schools in Devon for progress and attainment. The school's Progress 8 score of plus 0.2 demonstrates that pupils at St James are now exceeding expectations for progress. And similarly, the GCSE results demonstrate that attainment is now above the national average. In leading both St James and the Trust, Moira's approach has been founded on principles that Ted Ragg would certainly have affirmed. A passion for teaching and the power of learning to transform lives. A focus on every child as an individual, on instilling in them high aspirations, and on helping students to succeed regardless of background. And infusing her love of teaching into every department of her schools, passing on her high expectations to staff to show their commitment to every student. Through her leadership of the Trust, Maura has made huge strides in responding to the Vice-Chancellor's challenge in Exeter. Nevertheless, there continues to be significant inequality in access to good schools in Devon and the wider South West. And Maura has recently been working to inspire and lead school improvements in some of the worst performing schools in the most deprived areas of Plymouth. This includes building partnerships with schools in London who offer examples of excellent practice, because schools need role models just as much as pupils do. I hope that this glimpse of Maura's career has given you an insight into her passion for transformative education. I'm sure she will be an inspiration to our graduating students, especially those who will pursue careers in education, as much as she is to us. In closing, I would mention that when we met a few weeks ago to talk about today, and I asked Maura about her journey to her current role and achievements, she spoke eloquently about the Ted Ragg Trust, St James, the improvement in the schools and the achievement of pupils. When I reminded Maura that we're awarding her the degree, not the trust, she laughed and said, "Sometimes I'm not sure where the trust ends and I start." A statement that says it all. Chancellor, it is my honour to present Maura Marder for the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
Lovely, isn't it? I formally confer the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
I now invite our honorary graduate, Maura Marder, to address the congregation.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, fellow graduands, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honour and a privilege to accept this honorary doctorate. It's also a great honour to share this day with you, the students who are graduating from the College of Social Sciences and International Studies. You've worked incredibly hard, and I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate you on your successes. I'm standing here before you today because 12 years ago, I decided to leave my tough South West London school where I was assistant head teacher and come to Exeter to be deputy head at St James. St James was then in special measures and one of the lowest performing schools in the country. It was definitely a case of out of the frying pan into the fire for me. Quite rightly, there was a sense of outrage among our key strategic partners that standards could be so low, as there was little excuse for it. The city, by then, had some of the best further and higher education institutions in the country in both Exeter College and Exeter University, added to which all the secondary schools had very recently been rebuilt. However, within a few weeks of arriving, I realised that this was going to be an incredibly difficult job, as the school needed complete transformation. One of the major issues is that teachers there and parents and the whole community had an incredibly low expectation of what the children could achieve, and this had to be tackled urgently. So within 3 years, I'd become head teacher and set about forming a team capable of transforming St James. It has been an incredibly hard but absolutely amazing job, and now as CEO, I still enjoy every minute, nearly. However, in the early days, I was shocked that given the size of Exeter and the opportunities that this afforded the schools, they did not work together. In fact, actually, sometimes they worked actively against each other. For example, offloading some of the most challenging and vulnerable students with the end goal of making the school's position in the league tables look better. Having worked through the early days of the London Challenge and seen the transformative effect of schools across London working together for the benefit of all London children, I did think the situation in Exeter was completely unacceptable. So with my predecessor, we decided to take the opportunity to set up the Ted Ragg Trust in 2010. And this was initially to support St James, with Exeter University and Exeter College as our lead education partners.
Indeed, we are incredibly privileged to be able to name our trust after the great Ted Ragg, a wonderful servant to the teaching profession to Exeter University. Ted believed passionately that education plays a key role in social mobility and the power of local schools working together to be the very best they can be. It is these beliefs that our trust is founded on, and as the CEO of the Ted Ragg Trust, I see myself as a custodian of these beliefs and values. I am proud that we have remained true to them. We've done some great work this year in reducing exclusions by pooling our resources to best support our most complex young people. Due to this work, Exeter secondary schools have not permanently excluded a single pupil this year. Working across the Trust has transformed our mindset to one now we see Exeter's children as our children rather than just commodities of our own individual schools. And we try to do our very best by them as individuals, and this includes our most vulnerable children. The Ted Ragg Trust is now working with two of the most challenging schools in the South West, schools that no one else wanted to take on, one of which has never been Ofsted good, schools with some of the worst outcomes in the country, schools that are located in the poorest parts of the region. Many of the year groups have between 70 to 80% of pupils claiming free school meals, and these are schools where I've seen far too many children still illiterate by the age of 14. These are schools that serve communities where life expectancy is more than 10 years below the national average, and where if you're a girl, you've got a 40% chance of becoming a teenage parent. So in the last 18 months, we've rolled up our sleeves and we've used our expertise and passion for working in challenging contexts to try and transform these schools by really thinking outside the box. We've developed strong partnerships with some of the best state schools in London, which serve really deprived communities, and making use of our best practitioners to develop a truly aspirational curriculum that does not make excuses for children's backgrounds and that properly sequences learning from years 7 to 11. We've also been utilising and piloting new technologies, particularly in maths, through support of our local Exeter company Sparks, and this has had the most incredible impact, particularly on boys and our most disadvantaged learners. I am a great believer that schools do really transform lives, and that if children have great teachers in all their subjects who go the extra mile and really believe in them, it does not matter what background they come from. They will have a much better opportunity to succeed, and this includes schools in our most challenging areas across the whole country. We've been... Thank you. We've been working hard to attract the very best teaching graduates to our schools with great success, and we use our extensive networks to attract teachers relocating from London to this wonderful city, Exeter. This has contributed to real and sustainable improvements in the standard of education across our schools, and this work has been identified in a recent Ofsted report as national best practice. However, we don't just want to be a slave to Ofsted. We want to challenge ourselves to keep on improving and make sure we offer a full and enriching curriculum to our students that equips them for long-term success in life. I would like to finally take this opportunity to thank our two lead education partners, Exeter University and Exeter College. We would not be where we are today without you. You've been unrelenting in your support, but also in your challenge. You've been so generous with your time, expertise and resources, and helped us to realise our true collective potential. I'm so incredibly proud of our values-driven local multi-academy trust that has always put children first. What we have now is what this great city deserves, a great all-through education, and I do hope that the late Ted is very proud of us and what we have achieved and what we can still achieve together. Thank you so much.
I now call upon Professor Lise Herman to present the second cohort of candidates for award.
Chancellor, by the authority of Senate, I present to you the following who have been deemed worthy to receive degrees of the university. In the College of Social Sciences and International Studies, for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and Politics, Milka Ivanovska-Hajewska. Nicholas Aubrey Cursip Taylor. Wisam Mahmoud Mohammed Lashin. Toriel Stavinus. For the degree of Master of Arts in Political Thought, Ambra Markin. For the degree of Master of Politics in Politics and International Relations, Eleanor Daggett. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in International Relations, Chloe Allen. Weasley Amagada. Derry Ashford. Tiffen Otier. Adrian Valentin Beck. Stephen Robert Franciszek Bailey. Joelle Belcher. Marcus Bettam. James Blanchard. Devla Denise Boyatziler. Eve Bradley. Jacqueline Maame Fineba Kane. Billy Chivers. Ellen Deely. Idai Ergashova. Jade Katie Leone Fallon. Florence Faloas. Sophie Ford. Clarissa Jocelyn Gnawan. Erin Mary Hayward. Kratul Ayin Saida Ip. Juanita Johnson. Stephanie Leilani Jones. Alexander Keefe. Yumin Kim. Piakorn Kradakon. Aifa Lawrence. Jason Chicamborero Maurice Medavor. Natalie Manser. Kuna Mazui. Nazira Yasmin Muksani. Tara Nolan. Ava Rigva Perry. Honor Patterson. Rebecca Randall. Mathilde Rohrlings. Toby Remington. Naomi Grace Robson. Alexander Rose. Gadir Sally. Ekaterina Shitatina. Edmund James Slimman. Georgina Ann Stark. Joelle Tai Wei Yi Ye. Eleanor Soren. Sarah Marie Hackinson Trutt. Molly Felicity Williams Lear. Victoria Alice Knox Wild. In International Relations and Ancient History, Isabella Calvert. In International Relations and Criminology, Dana Condria. In International Relations and Criminology with Study Abroad, Courtney Evans. In International Relations and French, Abigail Julia Ayton. Anna Girsoe Biran. Sophia Mary Hartwell. Katie Jane Simon. In International Relations and Management, Tira Ashwini Bernichaw. In International Relations and Middle East Studies, Una Prayer. Oliver Weaver. In International Relations and Middle East Studies, International Relations and Politics, Jasmine Cottrell. In International Relations and Russian, Morgan Spikart. In International Relations in Spanish, Tasia Boyton. Michaela Mazzoni. Aminata Patricia Sacco. In International Relations and Strategy and International Security, Rahail Ashgar. In International Relations and Sustainability, Julia Gaspari. Molly Parker. In International Relations and Theology with Study Abroad, Charlotte Lloyds. In International Relations and Theology, International Relations with Ancient History, Jamie Xavier Maiton Michel. In International Relations with Anthropology, Mary Christine Mihalcha. In International Relations with Art, History, and Visual Culture and Study Abroad, Maud Lucie Pascal Guillot. In International Relations with Chinese and Study Abroad, Sophie Roxandra Lingley Bauer Chiklik-Tegro. In International Relations with Drama, Canon Suda. In International Relations with Economics and UK Work Experience, Carolyn Rachel Bryce. In International Relations with Employment Experience Abroad, Georgia Lucy Windus. In International Relations with French and Spanish, Catherine Sophia Hillier. In International Relations with Geography, Henry Valentine McCausland Armstrong. In International Relations with Management and Study Abroad, Iris Peduso. In International Relations with Middle East Studies, Isabella Rachel Crane. Marie Sina. In International Relations with Philosophy, Robert Ferriman. Sam Story. In International Relations with Spanish and Work Abroad, William George John Baker White. In International Relations with Study Abroad, Diletta Maria Lucila Alparon. Mary Marie Na Dezua Chinery Essa. Alessandra De Vicentini. Jacob Delorme. Benjamin Finstone. Isaac Hopkins. Alix Montero Larinardi. Annabelle Eleanor Orem. James Joel Radcliffe. Kira Margaret Rainsby. Jack Hugo Rutledge. Arthur van der Voort. In International Relations with Sustainability and Geography, Tara Courtney Pierre Nina. In International Relations, Economics and Sustainability, Marco Christian Heinz Hernandez. In International Relations, French and Spanish, Paloma Carmen Gaywoods. Gabriela Louise Lindley. In Politics, Frank Alden. Francesca Alston. Talene Aslanian. Francesca Jacqueline Baird. Sophie Louise Belcher. Matthew Aiden Berto. Olufunke Abike Mayowa Braithwaite. Henry Brooks Pollard. Murray Alexander Brown. Octavia Cobb. Charles Cole. Lucy Hart. Edward James Hayward. Sophie Hose. Rennie Ip. Natalia Isava. Phoebe Florence Snook Johns. Charlotte Johnston. Eleanor Grace Johns. Adezoye Tiwalada Kuye. Dre Lee. Faith Olivia Lightfoot. Esma Laura Lillywhite. Amelia Alice Catherine Lloyd. Emily Marin. Darcy Mateer. Finley Lloyd Morris. Aderogba Ojigbo. Thomas Owen. Anna Dominika Pavluk. Camila Podulaitite. Megan Richards. Fabian Shipton. Callum Spink. Peter Tillotson. Alexander James Waters. Tom Charles Edward Wilkinson. Benjamin Aiton Zeffert. In Politics and Middle East Studies, Isha Gurung. In Politics and Psychology, Josephine Grace Ann Cox. In Politics and Sociology, Annabelle Samyat Ashley. Harry Casper Gibbon. Tayomi Jennings. Layan Kayed Kayed. Lola Maria Quintero Bonnet. Lucas Ryan. Jack Whalen. In Politics and Sociology with Study Abroad, Zara Grace Cordy. In Politics with Biological Sciences in Arabic, Sophia Loretta Shorosh White. In Politics with Employment Experience Abroad, Maximilian Wolf. In Politics with Islamic Studies, Andrew Colleen Boucher. In Politics with Management and Study Abroad, Lou Obey. In politics with Middle East Studies, Hannah Marie Alexandra Dalton. Rebecca Sarah J.S. Sudir. In politics with philosophy, Sarah Louise Proctor. In politics with psychology, Clementine Eliza. In politics with psychology and study abroad, Lara Louise Blishen. In politics with sociology, Lucy Bacon. In politics with study abroad, Marion Face David. Dominic Richard Hughes. Jack Melling. Adam James Whittaker. In politics with sustainability, Charlotte Robinson. In politics, philosophy, and economics, Emily Church Allison. Jonathan Barham. Alexandre Baruch. Alessandro Batista. Mark Anthony Billen. Joshua Bao. Matthew Christopher Burton. Thomas David Childs. Megan Naomi Pei Ying Chin. Aurélien Cisneros. Carlos Cueto Vasquez. George William Day. José Beltrán del Castano Juristo. Oliver Drew. Hannah Mae Edgoose. Adam Richard Evely. Jad Faki. Colin Yat Phuai Phung. Alexander Gabriel. Saktish Denzel Ganesh. Sarah Josephine Marie Garone. Catherine Graham. Oscar Constantine Grenville. Alexander Daniel Griffiths. James Hayes. Gemma Isabel Herndon. Thomas Edward Herning. Tabitha Levis Jarstel. Torbjorn Jordfald. Matthew Richard King. Philip Lohman. Oliver Louis Mantovani. Miral Mayette. Frederica Moore. Christopher George Nasraoui. Victoria Newberry. Cornell Mihai Panait. Matthew Aaron Oliver Parks. Barnabas Peluso. Pablo Rodriguez Pina. Lara Ross. Zach Santos. Frederick Sharp. Joseph William Sharp. Harrison James Smith. Perdita Stoller. John Ross Tan. James Robert Thompson. William Daniel Warby. Florence Waygood. In politics, philosophy, and economics with employment experience abroad, Peter Borislavov Bievsky. Marina Axel Kozovsky. In politics, philosophy, and economics with study abroad, Benjamin Alford. Humphrey Curtis. Miguel Kimino Shipel. Aaron Moreno Inglis. Catriona Ann Reed. Tim Woody Richards. Jan Hans Sensenberg. In Strategy and International Security and International Relations, Miria Rosessen Basse. In Strategy and International Security and Middle East Studies, Thomas Whittingham. In Strategy and International Security with Middle East Studies, Gabriela Nicole Marima Gutierrez. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Politics and International Relations, Sophie Alexander. Claudia Grace Bruce. Edward Chads. Konstantinos Christou. Edward Kulinane. Aisling Finn. James Gallagher. Samuel Harrison. Imogene Ella Hartley. Sophie Juliet Hassan. Maria Loire. Matthew Edward Lee. Paola Lopez Gonzalez. Ana Nunez Lagos Vodnik. Catherine Celia Grace Pears. William Anthony Pollard Clark. Anissa Fatima Quadri. Jonas Christian Richmond. Jake Owen Rishton Sharp. Michaela Claire Smart. Maximilian Talman. Joel Tasker. Gregory Lawrence Tilser. Francesca Catherine Rose. In Politics and International Relations with Study Abroad, Saskia Heister. James Richard Maxia. Kyle Morris.
So a small number of our students can't be here to get their degrees in person, so we confer them in absentia, and I'd like to do that now and ask you to applaud their performance.
I now call upon Grace Frayne of the Students' Guild to give the student vote of thanks.
One moment. Hello, Exeter graduates. I bet that feels really good to hear, doesn't it? It's a real pleasure to address you all for the first time, although for some, maybe not the first graduation, but maybe first here in Exeter. Congratulations. It was a delight to sit up here and watch the array of emotions fill all of your faces as you came to realize your achievements. Some of you were relieved, some bursting with pride, and a fair few fixated on ensuring that they didn't trip up. But proud, excited, and relieved you should be. At this point, it's easy to forget about the all-nighters in the library, that one awful module that you struggled to get through, or the time that you had too many deadlines to justify going to Timepiece that Wednesday, but did anyway. University is an environment like no other. It can be both brilliant and chaotic. Ultimately, it's what you make of it, and it's that fine balance between the good and the bad that makes it all worth it. All of you present here this afternoon are testament to how university shapes you, how it empowers you and lights within you the fire of ambition for future achievement. Do not take your time or education from Exeter for granted. Reflect on the wonderful memories that you have made, the beautiful surroundings, whether it's one of the 10 water features on the Streatham campus or the beautiful blooming garden over at St. Luke's. The wonderful friends who were once strangers, and of course, the highest ratio of trees to students in the country. Our phrase at the Students' Guild is that we help to create students who will shape the world. But in fact, it's the students at the university who shape us and makes us the institution that we are proud to be. Each of you will have left a unique mark on this institution. You have helped to enhance our community and will make a positive difference in the world. Whether it's through volunteering in the community, competing in your favourite sports, leading a guild society, all of the above or none of the above, I hope that you all take a piece of Exeter with you. And to the parents, family and friends in the room, whether you've travelled from Brighton, from Berlin or as far as Brisbane, it is wonderful to see so many people here supporting their loved ones. Thank you for your patience, support and time that you have given to the graduates that we are celebrating here today. Through my own experiences, I'm aware of how pivotal those support networks are in the long process which culminate in a day like today. But graduates, today is all about celebrating you. And whilst that key question of, so, what's next, will keep popping up, just enjoy the day. For some of you, the question will lead to an answer, meaning that you're going on a worldwide adventure. For others, a new step into the world of employment, or maybe a little further journey down the academic study. Whether you have a master plan all worked out or not, I can tell you from experience that you are in a great place regardless. You are individuals with insurmountable talents, critical thinkers and problem solvers of the future. And if you've ever managed to navigate through the corridors of Amory, found a seat in the library at peak exam times, or resisted going to Mega Kebab after a night out, then I believe that you can achieve anything. If I can leave you with anything at all, it is to be assertive and determined in whatever you choose as your values and principles. Your future is as bright as you make it. So follow the light, be ambitious, be rigorous, and continue to be exceptional. You can, and I truly believe that you all will, shape this world. So enjoy today. It's a once-in-a-lifetime moment. Celebrate, whether it's through raising a glass of Prosecco down at the Forum Street, if your hands aren't too tired from all the clapping, getting a photo on the infamous Exeter Rock, or reminiscing with friends and course mates about your time here. There are very few moments in life when we can pause, take a step back, and realize all that you have achieved. Today is your day. You have worked so hard to be where you are, and you should celebrate that and be so proud of yourselves. You all have degrees from Exeter, a global institution, and probably the best university in the world. And in the words of Rick Mayall, the PG version, of course, when he was stood on this very stage receiving an honorary grad a couple of years ago, go out there and have yourselves a really good life. Thank you all, and good luck.
Thank you, Grace, and thank you firstly for editing what Rick Mayall actually said. We'll fill it in later. Can I just, in opening my closing remarks, just say a few words about the Guild? Grace, can I thank you, but through you, can I thank the Guild for all it does to support our students? It really is the core of our student community. It's the focal point for sporting activity, social activity, cultural opportunities, and it really plays an incredibly important role supporting our students during their studies. I mean, many of them come and they're away from home for the first time. Sometimes they're away from their own country for the first time. And for some people, this is obviously challenging. And I would just like to pay tribute, not just to the professional staff of the university who support our students, but the role that the Guild takes. So Grace, thank you so much for the way in which your colleagues and you have supported students during their journey here. The Students' Guild is absolutely central to what we do, and we've got a great relationship with it. So thank you. I'd also like to offer 3 final thank yous, if I may, especially with the Lord Mayor here. First, to the City of Exeter. Our students are 3-year guests in this community. We're a significant presence in the city. The city's 130,000. We're a community of nearly 29,000. So I'm incredibly proud of the role we play in the city, but especially of the fact that we have the highest ratio of students volunteering of any university in the country, so that's good. On the other hand, Lord Mayor, I am aware that occasionally, just very occasionally late at night, and I live on campus, people do come back a little noisier than they went out, so I would like to thank the City of Exeter for welcoming and occasionally tolerating our students. Secondly, I want to pay tribute to the professional services of the institution. We have about 2,200 academic staff in total, and about 2,500 professional services staff, led by my colleague Mike Shawnai. And the professional services staff tend not to get much attention because they just do their jobs. But if you think of what they do, we couldn't do what we do without them. And we rely on them to make things run smoothly, from the grounds to the cleaners, from the security team to the administrative staff to the people who put on the ceremony today. So can I just thank the professional staff of the university through you, Mike. Thank you very much. And lastly, I just want to thank, obviously, some of the people on stage here and their colleagues, the academic staff of the institution. It is actually, you do a lot of these ceremonies and you get used to seeing the looks as people come across, sometimes just, as one person did say today, at least I haven't tripped up yet. But they look at the staff and sometimes you get this lovely smile, which basically means thanks. thanks for supporting me. Thanks for allowing me to be a bit late on an essay or whatever. You do, and this is absolutely true, you do occasionally get the kind of view which says something like, you really didn't think that I was going to get this far, did you? But I would just like to pass on what is absolutely obvious to me, which is the incredible warmth that our students feel for the academic staff of this university who teach them and inspire them. So would you join me in thanking them as well? So, graduates, I've got absolutely no doubt that you're going to go out and try and make this world a better place. Some might say, we need it now. I have to say I feel very confident about the future with graduates like you, because I've seen the way you perform and behave in this university, in this city. You've had the advantages of a great education, taught by great teachers. You've got supportive families and friends. So I urge you to go out there and take this advantage you've got to try and improve not only your own lives, but the lives of others in society. Because you are actually, statistically, going to be the future leaders of our societies. Good things don't happen naturally. It requires people who are good in themselves to be the inspiration. I want you to be these people. And if you want to think about the start of what I said today, it really goes back to the values of the institution. You're stepping out into an uncertain world, but if you keep to the values that we've tried to inculcate here, I don't think you'll go far wrong. You've got the power to change the world, change it for the good, and change it for people who don't have the advantages that you have. I would just like to say at this point what an inspirational speech Maura made. You see, if you think about it, she's made a difference to so many people's lives. She's changed lives, given people opportunity, and that's what I think a university or a college or a school should do. We're all part of that community, and it's great to have the Lord Mayor of the city here today to welcome that. So many congratulations to all of you. We genuinely wish you the best of luck for your future. Whatever you want to do next, please stay in touch with your university. You're always part of the University of Exeter community, and we'll always welcome you back. But most of all, as Grace said, the key thing today now is to go and enjoy your celebrations. I now declare the congregation closed. Thank you.
Well done, everybody. So I could see a guy put that there. My apologies.